special announcement for people watching at home. All 400 people in our audience tonight have announced they're running for President of the United States. Yeah, there you go. Fine field. Well, Delaware Senator Joe Biden just announced he will officially announce that he's running for president on Wednesday. Why do politicians always announce that they're going to announce? Why don't they just announce? Just announce. Don't announce I'm going to announce. Actually, you know why? You know why Biden did it? This will give him 48 hours to come up with a supporter. You know, hopefully somebody can get some people. And former Governor Mike Huckabee. Right. You can see that Huckabee juggernaut rolling through the audience. Former Governor of Arkansas, Mike Huckabee, also announced he is running for president. See, with Huckabee in the race, this will give Tom Vilsack a chance to move up the list of unknown candidates. Oh, some Vilsackian supporters. Yeah. There you go. And as you know, Hillary Clinton has decided to run for president. She's thrown... she's thrown her hat in the ring, and then Bill threw his ring in the draw. Party! Well, of course, the knock against Hillary Clinton running is that she's smart but not electable. That's what the critics say, smart but not electable, or as experts call that, a Democrat. Smart, just not electable. Well, you know, I can't fault her this. At least she was doing it. Did you see Hillary singing the national anthem? This is awful to do to somebody. You probably saw this tape. I'm not even going to show it. But she was singing in a crowd. You know, they isolate the mic. Uh-oh. And you hear her say, you know, I don't want to say she's bad, but let's just say it's a good thing Simon Cowell can't vote in this country. Okay? And all the presidential candidates were very busy this weekend. John Edwards traveled over 500 miles, and that was just from his front door to the swimming pool. You know about that? Well, John Edwards is running for president, being criticized now because the new house he just moved into is like the biggest house in North Carolina. It's 28,000 square feet, 102 acres. Isn't that unbelievable? You know, Edwards became famous for talking about the two Americas. Now both of them actually fit in his backyard. He get them in there. Actually, I understand the whole property is gated to keep people out from that other America.
Wow, that house is bigger than your house, Jay.
It is bigger than my house. But it's not bigger than your house. And Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, made a surprise visit to Iraq over the weekend. Actually, the one who was most surprised was Nancy. Bush told her she was going to Cancun. He had no idea. Well, there's one embarrassing moment when she got off the plane. Show Nancy Pelosi. There she is, got off the plane. See, our soldiers thought she was the Disney character, Cruella de Vil. See, that's what they thought. Oh, celebrities! Celebrities are coming. Yeah. Well, folks, earlier this evening, we crowned a new Miss America. Yeah, I don't care either. Yeah. Actually, we tape early, so we have no idea who the winner is, or even when they'll be entering rehab. We don't even know that yet. I always liked the pageant when the girls would state their goals. Well, my goal is to bring peace to the entire world and then to get my own apartment. Okay. Hey, we had royalty visiting us here in America. Prince Charles and Camilla, they were in New York City today, and they both got some exercise. Prince Charles shot some basket at a school up in Harlem. Camilla ran a couple of laps at Belmont Racetrack out at New York. It's still more fun than mean. Hey, do you hear about the family who was kicked off a flight in Florida because their 3-year-old daughter was having a tantrum? Do you hear about this? The girl was kicking and screaming, wouldn't calm down. The airline kicked the whole family off the plane. You know, this is just the kind of thing that makes people want to fly again. Yeah! Yeah! And a man in Roanoke, Virginia, got a pizza delivered from Pizza Hut, and it came with a big bag of marijuana. They said on news tonight it took 2 weeks for the guy to report it. 2 weeks. I can't imagine what would cause the delay. Well, according to the British Journal of Psychiatry, marijuana can cause panic attacks. I don't know. You think that's true? Yeah. The only other time I see a marijuana user look panicky is when they're out of marijuana. That's about the only time. Oh, how about this? You know, Do you hear about this guy who wants to buy a 30-second spot during the Super Bowl to propose to his girlfriend? Like $2.5 million. You read about that? Yeah, he wants to propose on TV. See, that shows you how badly guys don't even want to miss a minute of the game, you know? Honey, of course I love you. I do want to, but just watch the screen, all right? Just watch the left-hand corner. I'm watching. And as you know, there was no football yesterday, no football all weekend. Just curious, how many guys still told their wives they're going over to a buddy's house to watch the game? I'm just curious. And this year's entertainment of the Super Bowl will be Billy Joel singing the national anthem, and Prince will perform at the halftime show. Yeah, I understand they're going to party like it's 1984. Hey, did you hear about this? A pregnant Chicago Bears fan is offering to let someone advertise on her belly in exchange for tickets to the Super Bowl. Here's the woman. This is really true. This has been on the news. There she is. That's the real lady. Okay, and then she's showing us you can advertise on her stomach for free tickets to the Super Bowl. Whoa. And apparently her kid... I guess I don't need the setup for the draw. Just drop them in whatever you want, pretty much. Well, here's a story I mentioned the other day. Better mention it quickly. In Florida, hey, you hear about this duck was shot by a hunter and then stuffed in his freezer. 2 days later, his wife opens the freezer. The duck is still alive. See, that's when you know you suck at duck hunting, okay? When you shoot the duck, you get the duck, you quack, you know. And I read today where a company has now come out with a beer for dogs. How stupid is this? Beer for... I'll show you why it's a stupid idea. Now, here's a video of a dog driving. Look at this. Take a look at this. Now, see the dog. Now, see it? Now, you see it? Look. His eyes are on the road. He's paying attention. You see what I'm saying? Show that same dog after just 2 beers. Look at that. After just 2 beers. Watch this. See what I'm saying? Watch this. See, that's the same dog after just 2 beers. See what happens? Yes, exactly. 2 beers. Hey, we'll be right back with headlines and Bill Cosby. Say hello to John Welcome back. We have a terrific show tonight. One of the greatest entertainers of all time, Bill Cosby. This guy was my hero. I know, you know, for you, for music, it's Jimi Hendrix. For me growing up, it was Cosby. When I got to start Cosby when I was 15, I said, boy, that's the job. He was so smooth and so cool, and you know, he hasn't lost any of it. I mean, if this guy's ever in your town, go see him. He's just unbelievable. He's here tonight. And from the hit show 24, Marilyn Rajskub is here. You know, it's Chloe. And from American Idol, Katharine McPhee is here as well. Tomorrow night, Diane Keaton will be here. Later in the week, Cuba Gooding Jr. and Academy Award nominees Forrest Whitaker and Abigail Breslin, of course. The proposal would move the primary to either a week after New Hampshire's contest, which is slated for January 22nd, or to February 5th, whichever comes first. I guess they'll do some work on that. I'm not sure how many women want this on. A Greenbrier teen named Miss Arkansas Beef, I guess. Or Miss Pork, which is worse? I'm not sure. But... Pork. Here's an honest ad for, what is this? H&R Block. Maximum refund. Look at the last sentence. So every dollar you've earned is where it belongs, in our pocket. Your cat is not going to do this. People buy these things. They do not work. Your cat is not going to let you brush his teeth, okay? Speaking of cats, must be an hermaphrodite. 11-month-old cat, neutered and spayed. So, hey, why take a chance? Now, Kev, didn't you tell me you thought Condoleezza Rice was kind of cute once?
Yeah.
She's attractive. Seems kind of conservative.
A bit, yes.
No more. No more. Rice agrees. It's a 3-way. Look at that.
Man, she didn't even call me, man.
What are you going to do? Combo played, and look. Ooh, who likes their food hot and spitty? Yeah. Spitty. Well, how juvenile is, but it made me laugh. Announcements to the Republicans of Uniontown. Ha ha ha, ho ho ho, ha ha ha, ha ha, hee ha. Paid for by J.M. Jameson. Yeah, wonder if he's a Democrat. You know, men just don't get it. You know, you got this idiot with the Super Bowl wants to pose to his girl. You know, men, how hard is it to look up a book, learn how to be romantic? Look at this. Seeking someone who can do a good Donald Duck voice to leave a romantic message for my girlfriend. Call Paul. You know something? I made it a sting on this one.
Okay. All right.
Mrs. Paul's dreaded fish sticks.
Two stings.
Ritter Steel Authentic Collection. Look at these medieval weapons, and look what it says. It's functional. Oh, this is not some toy. You can actually use this on the kids. Oh, very important note from your doctor, guys over 50. Get a colonoscopy. If you're over 50, ask your daughter about screening for colon cancer. Susan! Here's Miss Tennessee performing for the Miss America pageant. You know, Miss Tennessee, I don't know, her name is Blair Pancake. You know, you might want to plug the mic in. I mean, look at this. Someone sent me this. This is from, I guess, 1952.
Whoa.
It deals with a rather personal subject. Look at the top. It says, our marriage was topsy-turvy. Nothing but arguments between us. I didn't dream then that I was the guilty one. You see, I thought I knew something about feminine hygiene, but I didn't know that once in a while care is not enough. Then my doctor told me how many marriages fail because the wife is careless about feminine hygiene. Then it's the bottom. It says, it's hunky-dory again. What a difference. I'm so grateful that I used Lysol. Wow. I tell you, you're not going to catch anything, that's for sure.
How bad does it have to be?
I guess there was no raid or black flag available. Oh, times have changed. Use Lysol. Man. Situation wanted. We'll clean your home and we'll take in washing and ironing in my home. We'll also tattoo your dog. Okay. Oh, honey, I got, for those intimate moments, some Lysol. Honey, you ever think about using Lysol? Oh! Look at this. How stupid is it? Build your own pine box. Participants will build their own pine box from a kit and begin. You can make your own coffin and use it as a bookcase until you die. You all know what beef jerky is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or they make turkey jerky. Well, they have contests.
Okay.
You know, for people who can make the best. Rename the contest. Jerk off set for February 17th. Okay, just rename the contest. Folks, you have the headlines in the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, 3000 West Allentown Avenue, Burbank, California, 91523. Or go to our website, NBC.com/Tonight Show. While you're there, check out Jay's Garage. This week, my Oldsmobile Tornado that I drove tonight. Check it out. Be right back with Bill Cosby. He's an entertainment legend. He's performing 2 shows at Ruth Eckerd Hall in Clearwater, Florida on February 10th and 2 shows at Von Braun Concert Hall in Huntsville, Alabama on the 11th. The best in the business, Mr. Bill Cosby, ladies and gentlemen.
I just want to talk to young people because not enough old people tell you what's going to happen. You see, this is it. I had a body once, and I was swift of foot. And then it's all covered up with stuff. As a matter of fact, I have under this. Yeah. And so I was getting out of the shower. Now, this is when, as a mature person, you really get caught because sometimes you forget that your body is looking like this, and you just, and then you go past the mirror, and the mirror says, "Hey!" But one of the most embarrassing things, like when you know that you have fat now, you have fat and you are overweight, is when the reason why I bought an electric toothbrush, because I was naked. How about if I look at you sometime? And I was brushing my teeth naked, and down here, so I bought an electric toothbrush. But the reason why I brought you all here is to tell you about, my wife and I went out with an elderly couple. They were in their 60s. And so I'm sitting behind the guy. He's going to drive to wherever we're going. My wife is sitting beside me behind his wife. So they have a navigator, the thing that tells you what's going on, where you're driving. By the way, have you noticed that it's a woman's voice? The navigator is a woman's voice telling you. Anyway, so now he starts the car. We say hello, how to do, and all of that. And he does the thing out. And the navigator says, ding, 2/5 of a mile, make a left turn. And his wife said, 2/5 of a mile, make a left turn. And so the guy did, then said, ding, 100 feet, left turn. 100 feet, make a left turn. And I'm looking at this every time. So I said to my wife, so I said, ding, exit 703, 100 feet ahead. 703, exit, 100 feet ahead. The guy never said anything. So finally, when we got to the place, and the women went to the inner sanctum, I grabbed him. I said, hey, man, doesn't it bother you that your wife repeats everything the machine says? And he said, what machine?
Have a seat, boss. Take a break.
All right.
Thanks, that's very funny. We'll take a break. I want to talk to you about something that's been in the news, about a car that you owned. The other one went for $5.5 million. I want to find out this whole story, because I've been wanting to ask you about this my whole life. More with Bill Cosby right after this. Very funny. I was reading about this car, the Shelby Cobra, which was built by one of my car heroes, Carroll Shelby, just sold at an auction for $5.5 million. Now you own one of those cars, correct?
Yes. Yes. As a matter of fact, Carol, I was doing I Spy.
Right.
Carol Shelby liked me. There's a fellow by the name of Barry Galloway. Barry Galloway called me and said, Carol wants to make for you a Cobra. And in those days, it was the car would go 200 miles an hour. This is in the late 60s.
Right.
Never heard of 200 miles an hour for just somebody going on the street.
Right.
And he's dual carbs, dual this, dual that, triple other thingamajigger, and I have no idea what it does. I'm only maybe 4 years from the projects.
Right.
So I have no idea what this car he's talking about. But he's going to make it for me, and he's making it with an automatic transmission.
Right.
So I said, Carol, why an automatic? Don't you want to shift? He said, why row a boat if you can get one with a motor? So he builds this car with a roll bar, seats two. It's a Cobra. Barry Galloway brings it to the house. Our second daughter is about 2.5 years old. The car comes, it's blue, it's beautiful, and he gives me the keys. He says, take it around the block. Now, don't forget, this is 200 everything.
Right.
500. So, automatic. So I go out and I put my daughter in and I strap her in. She's like this. Now, I started up. The car said, whoa! And then everything was like this. And I looked at my daughter, and she was like this. And I looked in the rear view mirror, and there was 12 Barry Galloways standing behind me. And I'm in neutral, man. So now the emergency brake is going, because it's not on. I let it go. Hey, the guy became angry. So then I put the brake on. My thigh muscles are starting to cramp. I haven't even moved yet. I'm not in drive. My daughter's sitting there. She doesn't know what's going on. Everything is like this. There's 12 trees, 24 houses, 16 driveways. And I said, put the thing in drive it. We were 2 blocks away. 2 blocks away. I put the brake on. Whoa! Cops ran away from us. I brought the car back. I was like, I got the brake on. I've never touched the gas pedal. When moved on a second. So I came back. I see 12 Mary Galloways. I said, that's where I live. I go up on the lawn. I just turned the key right off. Right in the corner. I said, Barry, take this back to Carol. Tell him thank you. Give this car to George Wallace. I have never felt, and mind you, I've been in a Ferrari.
Right, yeah.
Bill Harrick gave me a Ferrari to drive, and it's a different thing.
Right.
And he had a radio. So you get a radio with a Ferrari.
Right.
Turn the radio on and say, oh, baby, won't you do this? You turn the, and the radio goes, and if you don't know how to shift,
yeah.
you look stupid. You gotta. Well, in those days, it only cost $14,000, but that was a lot of money in those days.
That's
People
huge.
said, for what? You know, and everybody said,
Yeah.
for what?
But
How much is that car?
Cadillac was $5 grand.
Yes, indeed, and it was a good car, smooth.
Didn't Carol give you another car? There was some kind of hopped up.
Oh, wait. Now, that was my idea.
Oh,
So
okay.
I sent that back to him. Jim Webb bought that car.
Oh, sure. The song.
There's the
song.
rain for something.
He would love that impression, yes. he would be so flattered by that.
Hey, man, it was a long time ago. So I'm confused on if the raindrops were falling or somebody left the cake out. And I don't know if the house fell in. What happened with the song?
I don't know.
No, come on.
They left the cake out in the rain.
Someone left the cake out in the rain? Oh, no. Well, anyway, he took that money and he bought the car.
Right.
So he's dumb like I am. Because when my wife Camille saw what the car went for, she said, you know, you're an idiot. I don't mind. But then I said to Carol, Carol, I bought an MG. This is in 68, 69. I said, it's a 49 MG, 1949 MG, convertible. These things go flat out 55 miles an hour.
Right, yeah.
I said, put the transmission and the Cobra, that same engine, in this MG. I want to mess with some people, man. The only thing that gave it away, the tires were this wide.
Yeah,
You know,
always
the
a dead
two back
giveaway,
tires, yeah. But no, people still didn't pay any attention. People would pull up to me at the light, and I'd have my little MG, and all of a sudden the light turned green, and I just, and I was gone, man. And guys were breaking the law, catching up with me, going. And I pretend I didn't know anything. So anyway, I had the car 3 months.
Yeah.
Went to a restaurant, and the reason why I lost the car was valet parking. You know, the valet parking guys, they like to be cool and everything. You know, they get in your car and have one leg hanging out with the door open and they turn it with one finger. Not with this car. That guy started it up. When we came out, they let us finish the meal.
Right.
When Camille and I came out, there was 4 boxes, and the car was in the 4 boxes. The kid started the thing up, and then he went right into the wall. It was so fast, he didn't have time to react or anything. Just took the wall. He was okay, but he quit. He quit, so I couldn't catch him.
Folks, Bill Cosby, the 10th at Von Braun in Huntsville, Alabama, and in Florida. Ruth Eckert home. Always a pleasure. Come back and see us again. Bill Cosby. We're right back with Mary Lynn Rajskub right after this. plays computer genius Chloe O'Brien on the hugely popular show 24. The show airs every Monday night on Fox. Please welcome Lynn Rajskub. You look stunning.
Thank you very much.
Very pretty, very pretty.
It's kind of a new thing for me to dress up and go out and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
but
you look lovely.
you know why?
What?
I'm learning the secrets of looking good and feeling good.
Okay, what's this? Is this a secret? It looks like it all comes naturally.
Thank you.
Oh.
But there are secrets, and I'm going to let everybody in on it.
Okay.
It's a spray tan.
That's a spray tan? You spray on?
Yeah.
Now, how does it work? Is it little cans? I mean, how does that work?
It's a whole thing. You get in the shower.
Yeah.
You have to stick some things out in the right way.
Yeah.
And they just go up and down and spray the whole thing.
Well, who does the spraying?
I don't know, but she shows up and she does it, and I'm hooked on it. I can't get enough.
So she comes to your house and sprays you?
She sprays me down. It soaks in.
Really?
And it gives me a sense of euphoria.
Really?
I feel smarter. I started cleaning the house really fast.
Wow.
I did my taxes early.
Wow.
The thing is, though, when the spray tan fades, I fade.
Really?
You know? Yeah. I get depressed.
If she ever can't do it, I would be glad. I mean, are you completely naked for this spraying, or how does that work? It seems like certain areas you wouldn't
I
want
can't
to.
believe you're asking me that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you say they spray you all. You step out of the shower.
A little thong.
A thong
That's what they
thing.
call it.
Oh, I see.
I'm so embarrassed.
Okay. No, that sounds fascinating.
You should try it. Do you want to get spray tan together sometime?
I hadn't thought about it, but yeah, we could have a spray can fight or something.
I'll give you the first one for free.
All right, I think that's how it works, isn't it? It seems to me, is Chloe sexier this year on 20? Chloe seems to be maybe not quite as nerdy as the early nerd.
Let's talk about it. Let's just put it out on the table.
Okay, let's put it on the table.
The producers and I talked about and wardrobe and hair, you know.
Right.
She's been through a lot. She's got more responsibility. So we started by deciding to brush her hair.
Always a good start.
Always a good start. Maybe take her out of the pinstripe vest that I was wearing when I started.
Yeah.
And, you know, she's more grown up. But the weird thing is that I actually, in my own life, feel more grown up and more confident, and that I'm developing as a person, and also my breasts are starting to develop.
Really? Now, there's no way all right. Now, see,
I'm wearing a training bra.
Okay, now, see, now I have to do this once and get it over with, okay? Okay. I mean, you mentioned it, so I had to stare and make the statement. Okay.
Did you detect any movement? This is getting weird.
This is way too personal, actually. Because there was something in Self magazine about your whole exercise routine.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about that.
There was a picture of me in Self magazine, and I'm looking over my shoulder and telling people, like, I'm a busy actress, and here's how I work out in small spaces like my trailer. But the thing is that it's a lie.
Oh, it's a lie.
Yeah, they called me and they said, how do you work out in small spaces? I said, I don't. And they said, well, how would you if you did? And I said, I don't know. And they're like, well, do you want to be in this magazine or not? So really quickly I said, okay, what about those rubber band things, right? You know that you can, like, put it in your purse or whatever, step on it. And next thing you know, all this stuff's coming out of my mouth. Yeah, so I pump up my biceps, I push out the triceps, I'm taking out the trash, I'm picking cherries. These are just some of the exercises I do in my trailer.
Well, how do you pick cherries in your trailer? I don't quite understand that.
It's a complicated exercise you wouldn't understand.
Now, you also do stand-up now. You have like a one-woman show?
Yeah.
And you're the only one in it?
I'm the only one in it. It's called...
Phil seems stunned by this.
was going okay till you asked that one.
Well, I
That was
never
him,
know.
right?
Yes,
wasn't
it
me.
was on him.
Yeah,
It was
that's
on
right.
him. One-woman show, and you're the only one in it.
All right, all right. Well, tell me about that.
It's a fair question. There is a ghost.
No, it is
It's
not.
a fair question.
Okay,
a very
it's your
fair
show.
question.
It's your show. You can have it that way. I have a one-man show with my brother and my father.
We lost him.
No, you didn't.
He's still there. He's
I'm
still
sorry.
Well, in my show, there is a ghost that shows up.
See?
This is in her
So,
mind.
It is a fair
This
question.
is in her mind.
So, I do this show and I talk about stories from my life and stuff like
Right,
that.
right.
But I'm afraid that it's boring, so I decided to fill the stage with glorious things that you might find like in a Price is Right showcase, like a brand new washing machine or a diamond ring or a cashmere sweater. But they're all made out of cardboard because I don't have that kind of money.
Right.
But it's, so that people will be like, wow, I can get this if I watch the show. And I'm like, you're going to get the razzle and the dazzle. And, song and dance, the show's going to blow your mind. But it's like I'm puffing myself up. So
Right.
just then, the ghost of Marilyn Monroe comes in and she starts whispering, be yourself, Marilyn, be yourself. But I can't hear her, so she takes out a hot iron and she puts it up in a ghostly fashion into the air, and I can feel the heat from it, and it burns my hands, and I scream, ah, no! And I fall to my knees, and one single tear rolls down. And then I finally get it. She's right, I should be myself. And then I break into The Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston, a cappella.
All right. Well, you don't want to miss this show if it comes to your town. Now, Miranda, we're running a little bit late. Will you come back? Will you come back again and explain that whole thing over to me?
I'd love to.
That would be great. Marilyn, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
24. Be right back with Katharine McPhee right after this. My next guest, very popular and talented singer. She was last season's runner-up to American Idol winner Taylor Hicks. Her self-titled debut album will be released tomorrow. Please welcome Katharine McPhee. Katharine McPhee. Katharine, thank you. That was great. Congratulations. That was really beautiful. I want to thank all my guests. Marilyn Rajskub on 24, and of course, Bill Cosby. Folks, we got to go. Stay tuned for Conan coming up next. Bye-bye.